Hello, hello, hello. It's coffee time again, and it's Shrove Tuesday, which means you make pancakes. There's quite a few articles on the Daily Mail website, but that's where we go about making pancakes. I did a video about making pancakes. There you go. Long time ago. Go and watch that. But anyway, we're going to look at how to make the perfect pancake. Yeah. They've got some tips here. In fact, I'm going to go through them. First off, the batter. Got a great batter. Flour, milk and eggs, and anything else you want to use as a flavouring agent. No, you just do it plain first of all. You don't want to flavour them. That's wrong. But my tip is add a little drop of oil to your batter mix. Just a little bit, not a lot. A splash of oil to your mix, because that's my tip. That's my tip. And they've got loads of scientific charts and stuff. Look. They've got loads of I don't know what thick mixture versus thin mixture. Well, the American pancakes are a lot thicker than ours. And then you go into the crepe, into the realm of the crepe, which is French cooking. So you really want to you don't want to do it like Americans, too thick, because then you can end up burning the pancake, because you've got to get your batter cooked all the way through. So keep it thin. You wanna unless you're doing like American style pancakes, then you do a thick batter. But we're not in America. We're in the UK. You can do it. You can go crepey if you want, which is very thin. See, this is the stuff you need to know. See, they've got. You've got, oh, it mentions crepe here. You've got your crepe line. I didn't know. Do you suffer from crepe line? Apparently, you get a cream for that now. And this is what. So I'm doing my own thing. So yeah, we started off with the big chart between the USA and UK, thin of thick mixture, and I don't know what any of this means. But then you've got. You're looking for islands, or do you want your pancake to look like a ring? Ideally, you don't want it burnt to F. So yeah, it's very, very important. And yeah, this is a picture of pancake. Some would say it's a perfect pancake. This one is not so good. I think that's my pancake looks like Bob Marley. Isn't it? Bob Marley singing Exodus. He's throwing his head back. You see the dreadlocks and everything. And I don't think they've quite got the hang of putting lemon on. You don't put a lemon on the pancakes. You squeeze a lemon. I think they've taken it literally there, but that's just stock image of a pancake. So yeah. So you have to do perfect pancake. Also, in the pan, you don't use butter. You should use oil in the pan. Make sure the pan is nice and hot, and you've got to keep turning as well. You've got to flip it. Now you can use a spatula, and there is an infogram here. Look, here you go. Here's your whisk with a fork. Whisk with a fork? No, you use a proper whisk. God, what do you think we are? Peasants? So there you go, and pour into a tilted pan. No, you hold the pan flat, pour, and then you work it around. I mean, who wrote this? This is rubbish. I could do better. Watch the video. I do a much better job. But don't worry. If you're worried about what to have on top of your pancake. AI has come up with a list of best toppings. This is a pancake special. According to AI, here are the top toppings, top of the toppings, but there's something missing. I don't know if you can see. So maple syrup, fresh berries, really, whipped cream, never. Chocolate chips, get out of here. Nutella, God, peasants. Peanut butter, Honey? Possibly. Jam? Yeah, recommend that. Nuts? No way. Greek yogurt? Never. What's they're missing? They're missing lemon and sugar. A squeeze of lemon and some sugar. Again, the reason you have the lemon is it cuts through the grease and helps the palate. Because sometimes your pancake can absorb some of that oil, so it cuts through that. It's like the same way you'd use lemon on fried fish, and of course, just a little sprinkle of sugar. Again, it's a bad day for me because I like pancakes, but I do like maple syrup too. It's not fair. It's not fair. This is where I take a hit because I will be having pancakes with. I might even have one with maple syrup. I have to think about it. I shouldn't really, but yeah. So ChatGPT came up with top 10 toppings, but missed out lemon and sugar. See, will never be replaced. Will never be replaced by AI. That proves it. Right. So you're all salivating now at the thought of pancakes, but the calories in your pancake day extravaganza might not be good. No. And they've done a dry fruit. Always play me up saying chronic. And then you got your savouries. Oh, you can have poached egg. It was poached egg on your pancakes. So there you go. So just stick to lemon and sugar. Because you can regulate how much sugar you have, you can underdo it. So there you go, it's pancake day. Sorted. We've sorted it. We'll never need to talk about it again. No more pancakes. Oh dear, no more pancakes. What else have we got? Putin? Putin's in the news. I don't know if you remember, but Russia's at war with Ukraine. Well, good news, everybody. For our mate Vlad, he's going to raise the age limit of military personnel up by 20 years to 70. So yeah, he really is going to have a dad's army fighting against the Ukraine. That's how desperate he is. That's not good, is it? Have all those old folk being blown to bits by those drones? I've seen the footage. He's also constructed a wall, a big beautiful wall. No, not a Donald Trump style wall. Apparently, Vlad's army, the Russians, have constructed a 20-mile long train wall of freight cars. It consists of 2,100 freight cars that creates a mobile wall to defend gained territory in Ukraine. This is along a key railroad south of Donetsk. How utterly bizarre. But yeah, they've marked it on a map there. It stretches from Olenivka, a town that's just south of Donetsk, to Volnovaka, which is 20 miles to the south. And they've figured this out by looking at satellite pictures. I don't know if they've got any of the pictures here, because I only had the small. I don't think they've got the actual. No, they haven't got the pictures. They featured them on the map, but not the actual satellite pictures on the story, which is a bit boring. I suppose we could zoom in. Zoom in as far as we can go. But yeah, that's the beginning of the freight trains, and that's the end. So yeah, there you go, a mobile wall. I wonder if it'll work. Probably not. Probably not. Anyway, enough of our mate Vlad. Let's continue, shall we? Havering Council is cash strapped. Yes, the London Borough is going to be turning down streetlights in order to cut costs. Yeah, it's got a £32.5 million deficit, and that deficit's going to rise, they reckon, to nearly 90 million over the next 4 years. And so in order to save money, they're going to lower the brightness of 4,000 lights on its main roads between midnight and 5 a.m. in a bid to cut costs. Now, they say dim. They don't say turn it off. But of course, safety campaigner says it puts people at risk, women, not just women. I mean, God, anyone. If you're walking around, even if you're a little bit, I don't know, tipsy, or maybe your eyesight's not so good. If the pavements aren't any good, you could fall down a pothole, couldn't you? Our Streets Now, a group which fights to end the public sexual harassment of women and girls, claim the council was treating this safety as an afterthought. They're worried about going bankrupt. They said it's disappointing but unsurprising to women's safety has been an afterthought in plans to cut the costs. Well, we're around here. They turn the lights off at, I think, 1 in the morning till 5 a.m. It's a bugbear of mine because each of the council blocks where we live, council housing, social housing, they leave the lights on. We have to pay for that. I want my light turned off. I want to save the planet, but we have to pay for it. So there you go. So, yeah, dim the lights. Like that's going to save them. It ain't. It ain't. And here's some good news. I don't know if are you a big fan of Wrexham Football Club? Well, you know that movie stars Ryan Reynolds and comedy legend Rob McElhenney own Wrexham Football Club now, and they've made a couple of documentaries. I think a third series starts in Disney Plus I think it's in April. Big fan, love it. Well, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney have donated £10,000 to a fan, so that they can donate, so they can adapt. The donation will be used to adapt their home to help their disabled 4-year-old son. Aaron and Charlotte Perrin's son Louis was born with a genetic condition called TUBA1A, and it's left him with limited mobility, epilepsy, and cerebral palsy. And Louis is a keen supporter of Wrexham AFC, and his parents were shocked to see a £10,000 donation on the fundraising page from the club owners on Friday. And here is the young chap. As you can see, he's a dedicated fan, and that donation is going to help them. This isn't the first time. Oh, he's loving it. He's loving it. This is not the first time the two have helped. Here they are. Helped out the local community, and they're doing great things in Wrexham. And I say more power to them. And yeah, they also helped with Anthony Ford's wife. His wife Laura was diagnosed with a brain tumour. Here they are, and they paid for them to go to America, to the UK. So it's good, isn't it? They're really helping us out. Anyway, enough of that. Let's see what other news is going on. Where are we? 1 in 10 US holiday rentals is fitted with hidden spy cameras. I don't know. It's not good. Yeah, apparently. If you're doing like Airbnb, you're at the mercy of being spied on, and it is illegal in the US to install secret cameras where residents might have a reasonable expectation of privacy, and the practice is strictly forbidden by rental companies such as Airbnb and VRBO. I don't know what that is. Verbo. Yeah, and Maryland attorney Dan Whitney said once the recording is made, it's impossible to know where it went, who sent it, and where it's been shared. It's now a Pandora's box of uncertainty. And one couple, Kaylee Gates and her fiance Christian Caparo, sued a Maryland man for $75,000 after he allegedly planted hidden cameras in their Airbnb. And here they are. So this is a oh, it's a major problem. But you can buy like surveillance equipment to see where a camera's. Sometimes they hide them in the smoke detector. These are pinhole cameras that they use now. So you've got to go around and check. Sometimes they're hidden in the clock. See? So they recommend using a torch to do a sweep. And yeah, even mirrors can be a giveaway. I reckon if you like put your finger against a mirror and there's no gap, I reckon it could be a camera behind the mirror. Oh, scary stuff, isn't it? So you're gonna have to look around and find. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. You can actually go on to Amazon. I know you can go onto Amazon and buy all sorts of things from teddy bears to, like I say, clocks, mirrors with cameras built in. And now people are putting them in Airbnb. It's not good, but 1 in 10. It's not good, is it? It's not good, is it? But you can hire me. I will come with you on holiday and I will dance naked in front of all the appliances before you enter the room. And if you hear the sound of retching, that will be the person monitoring the area being sick. So you just take me with you and I'll do my exotic dances in the rooms as a way of clearing the cameras. Yeah. They'll soon turn them off. They will. Meanwhile, UFO news. Apparently, the US military is in possession of a video of a UFO disabling a nuclear warhead during a routine test. Yeah, retired US Air Force officers Lieutenant Bob Jacobs and Major Florence Mansman claimed to have viewed the recording of a 1964 encounter before the tape went missing. Well, either they've got it or they ain't got it. Make your mind up. The officials were part of a team responsible for capturing video of missile test launches in California with telescopic photography and videography equipment. When they screened the video, they claimed that 2 plainclothes CIA agents confiscated the footage and swore them to secrecy. And here's an artist's impression of what really happened. Wow. Well, look, what's the old internet saying? If no pictures, it didn't happen. No pictures, it didn't happen. Louis Elizondo acknowledged the existence of the video and claimed he's seen it, according to a February the 10th post by Hastings on the UFO Chronicles website. Oh, I'm sure you can believe that. I'm sure they're totally believable. And but yeah, who'd have thunk it? UFOs shooting down missiles with laser beams in 1964. I don't believe that. What else have we got? Scrolling. Meanwhile, Father Matthew Despard has been suspended, right? He's been suspended from the church, from the Scottish Catholic Church. Why? What did he do? Well, it's come after he's claimed that the church was run by a powerful gay mafia and that he was being bullied by the church. Father Matthew was suspended from his duties in 2013 after making the claims in a self-published book. A ruling made by the Vatican in 2016 said he could return to work only if he makes a public apology for his claim. But yeah, Father Matthew, he says no. I mean, I guess this is his book. And it comes out after, I mean, back in 2013, this fella, Cardinal Keith O'Brien, who was the most senior Catholic cleric in Britain, ended up resigning in 2013 after claims of a sexual misconduct. So there you go. So maybe maybe he's got a point. But why is it still coming? Why is it still going on now? Oh, because they still want him to apologise. He said, I've privately asked Bishop Toll again and again to return to the parish, but I've been ignored. It's unjust. I'm still waiting. I've no avenues left to speak, but publicly. I feel I've been systematically bullied and silenced by the church. And he fears that the Catholic Church is just waiting for him to die to break the stalemate. Well, they're going to last longer than he is, aren't they? Last longer than he is. But yeah, they're still waiting for their apology. But let's face it, right? What are they? They're all guys. They like to wear dresses and hang out together. Does sound like a bit of a gay mafia, doesn't it? Really? That's a joke. That's a joke. I'm sure Catholic priests are totally and utterly trustworthy. Meanwhile, let's go to Australia. This is the story of Mary Ellis. She's 74, right? And she's facing being kicked out of Australia, and because they reckon she's been living there illegally for 40 years, and claim that she's been using different aliases to leave the country. Here she is with her lawyer, Stanley Schneider. Again, she says that she's never left, you know. Now, it goes back to when they left London in 1981 to start a new life in Australia, where they moved to the Northern Rivers region of New South Wales. Now, she said, now deceased partner Martin Ellis, he told her that they had permanent visas, and she believed him. But she says she's lived peacefully in Australia for more than 40 years, where she has a son, a daughter-in-law and 2 grandchildren, and is seen as a local hero for her charity and volunteering work for the Salvation Army. Her grandmother said nobody said anything about her visa, with her status going unquestioned during her time working in hospitality for the New South Wales government for 30 years. And now she's looking at, she may be forced to return to the UK, despite having an Australian driver's licence, a Medicare card and pension card. And in 2023, she was awarded the prestigious New South Wales Volunteer of the Year for her work at the Agape Outreach, which provides hot meals for the homeless. Here she is getting her award. Kick her out. She's no good. You can tell. Look at her eyes. You can tell she's a wrong one. Oh, you got to love Australia, haven't you? You just got to love them. Oh dear. So yeah. So she's fighting it with her lawyer. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Have to keep an eye on that one. But yeah, always make sure that your paperwork is in order. Got some Telegraph poll news. Excellent. Homeowners are furious. Oh, I bet they've got their arms crossed. Have you noticed whenever they're furious, they've got their arms crossed in the photos? Have you noticed that? Yeah, in Wakefield, West Yorkshire, there was a number of new build houses built. The £450,000 homes, blimey, have been blighted by the 30-foot masts 18 months ago. Right. Now, the owners of the properties have been left horrified and furious. Don't forget the fury, after the workmen turned up unannounced yesterday morning, started digging up the pavements to lock in the poles. They've jumped on this one. Locals fear that the resurfacing work is completed. They'll be stuck with the giant pillars for good. Let's look at these horrific poles. Oh, I told you he'd have his arms folded, didn't I? I mean, where do these people come from? I mean, telegraph poles are just part of life, and they've been part of our lives since since the 19th century. Just what? Oh, I don't like these newfangled telegraph poles. They be witchcraft, they be. And look, here's a man filling in, making good on the telegraph pole. Oh my! Oh, you can look at the blight. Look how they've blighted the landscape with those telegraph poles. How do they think the internet gets to them? How do they think, modern telephony works? They think it should beam to them from space. Oh dear. And here's some more furious residents. Look at them. Though not enough arm folding there for me. Mind you, the young chap at the front, he's got his arms folded behind his back, so he's doing the reverse fold. So I'll let him have that one. So yeah, telegraph poles. They're a nice. Oh, look at that. It's disgusting. Look at them. How dare they? Maybe it's just me. I don't see a problem with it, but mind you, she has got her hands in her pocket, so I think it's more indignant rage than actual fury, isn't it? So it's a slightly different category there. I mean, yeah, look at it. Ruined. Oh God, could you imagine how annoyed they'd be if they also had Japanese knotweed as well? God, blimey. They'd be really angry then. Really angry. What else have we got? God, it's so good. They've run the story again. They've run it twice, but this time they've put exclusive. I think somebody at the Mail has really got a thing about. I've really got a real bad bee in their bonnet. Oh, can't do that one. There we go. Bizarre architectural fails. Okay, where did you get this from? Bored Panda. Okay. Well, I'm stealing it from you and them. This is the Newmarket Health Centre in Ontario. Look, it's even got. I think he's been circumcised. That's very strange. And yeah, this is a bathroom with a glass floor, which covers an old elevator shaft. I don't know about that. Mind you, it eases the passage, if you know what I mean. You look at that, your bowels will open, wouldn't it? This is in Montreal in Canada, and it was built in 1967. Apparently, the way it was built was to allow light from all angles into the flats, and it looks like, well, a Lego nut has gone crazy. Oh my goodness, this is in Amsterdam, and it looks like it's been, yeah, it's like part of a cartoon, isn't it, really? Emergency exit slide in case there's a house fire. Whee! The house is on fire. Shanghai's metro. They thought they'd have a handrail that was wiggly. I don't know why. What the actual? It's what? The door? What? It makes no sense. Why would you have that as a piece of design? A curvy door. Absolutely bizarre. And yeah, this house has got a stair just for the dog. Now, easily, how does the dog know that that's his stairs? Well, I mean, he could easily go down the other set of stairs, couldn't he? And yeah, that balcony doesn't look safe at all. I wouldn't want to go there, especially if your average American goes on there, if you know what I'm saying. And this closed door designed to look like, well, Look like someone's knocked holes in the walls. Yeah, great. This house has got no access to the top window, but they created a little ledge just so their cat could look out. Any lucky one. And yeah, these guys just went crazy with the lighting. There's just loads of lights. Loads of lights. There you go. Or he's got a nipple fixation. One of the two. Ah, dear. Got any funnies? Are there any funnies? Apparently, could be shortages of tea. What? Could be a tea shortage coming. Better stock up. Better stock up. Don't like the sound of that. Don't like the sound of that at all. Da, 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 da. Oh, we found an animal story for today. That's good. That's pleased me. Meanwhile, this is a scenic drive in Dana Point. This is in California. And there's been a massive landslide which has left a $41 million mansion just teetering on the cliff edge. Oh my goodness. Apparently, it's 3 California mansions worth a combined 41.6 million. I should have read the headline properly. Sorry. That's a good one. Meanwhile, Joe Biden was introducing the Jordanian king, and then decided to go on a little walkabout. He's here, there, and everywhere. Like he doesn't know where he is. He's like, where am I going now? Poor sod. Let him retire. Meanwhile, Florida man story. This is the story of John. It's just named as John, right? And he's got an Instagram account called Raw Chicken Experiment, and it explains exactly what it is. He's been eating raw chicken every day until he gets ill. That's his thing, and he hasn't got ill yet. I just can't imagine how grim that is. And he says he likes to blend up the raw meat, throw in raw eggs, lettuce and seasoning in a food processor before drinking the concoction. Well, that's enough to make you throw up, isn't it? And that's a Florida man story. There you go. You can go and follow that Instagram account. There's no cure for stupid. There's no cure for stupid. Meanwhile, I think you can't choose your family, can you? You can't choose your family. And Anna Jankowski really wishes I think she really wishes she had a different son, because when she returned home from her holiday, she discovered that her son had covered the kitchen in foil. Yeah, there you go. Of course, he made a video of it. Here he is posing with the foil kitchen, like you do. He's a right scamp, isn't he? I guess you could call him wacky. And here he is. Though even he admitted it annoyed him. The whole process was very irritating. And in total he used 900 metres of foil. There you go. And it took him 40 hours to complete. He used 125 rolls. And it spent £225 on supplies. There you go. Very irritating person. Meanwhile, Oasis have been nominated for a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame award. This has prompted Liam Gallagher to reply, "I don't need some wank award. Never a truer word has been spoken. Even a stopped watch is correct." Meanwhile, not every hero wears a cape. This guy looks like a maroon top. This is in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, where a fellow noticed there was a child. Oops. Do the thing. Come on, don't stop. It was animated a minute ago. Here we go. There's a child on top of the balcony, and he climbed it up and saved him. I don't know. He got out of an open window. That's not safe. There he is again, just getting up there on top of the roof. So there you go. Meanwhile, if you think you're having a bad day, it was bad luck for Mia Roberts, born in Lincolnshire. And again, it's a video. Please don't let it be an advert, please. Here's an advert. Go to Turkey. Not the bird, the place. Go to Turkey for your holidays. It's really good. I don't get anything for this, but they put I think, 30-second advert on a 28-second clip. Thanks. I'm not going to Turkey now. I'm not going to go just to spite you because you've done this to me. But yeah. So yeah, she parked up, but she forgot to put her handbrake on. As you do. I'm going to say, if you think you're having a bad day, yep, she had to run after her car. There you go. So always remember to put your handbrake on. There you go. Yeah, the primary school teacher was going in the front door when she noticed the car was running away from her. The Golf smashed into 4 metal barriers and was on course to hit a neighbour's Mini Cooper before she was able to catch up with it. But unfortunately, the eggs she bought, not internal eggs, that would be ridiculous. But it actually were worse for her because she dropped a bag as she tried to get her shopping bag. So some eggs were broken. But you can't make pancakes without breaking eggs. Loop it round to Shrove Tuesday. That's how you do it. So there you go. She said, thankfully I managed to unlock it and jump in and put the handbrake on in time. But she said, my eggs spilt all over the road. There you go. What can you say? Meanwhile, let's go to the Eastern Cape in South Africa, where sometimes we. Let's watch that again. Wee! Yeah, it's a hunting trip, and a buffalo turned on the hunter and tossed him in the air. Unfortunately, the buffalo had already been injured, and was eventually shot dead. But he got one last go in, didn't he? Got one last go in, and that's a good thing. horrible, horrible rotters. But let's go to Bird World. Where is Bird World? Does it say? In Surrey. And this is the story of two penguins. Yeah. And they're special friends. Because one of them, called Squid, is partially sighted. Ah. And this pair, the other penguin, acts as a guide bird. Yeah. Squid relies on her pal called Penguin. A penguin called Penguin? God, that's a lack of imagination there. And yeah, it guides his little friend around. And even helps out at meal times, apparently. Wow. Here they are, looking at the fish, showing, look, it's like in that direction. Look. Squid gets disorientated during feeding times, and Penguin relies on Penguin. Too many penguins. Relies on his friend to help him out. But yeah, from the early days as chicks, the close-knit duo of maze keepers at their remarkable relationship. Squid is often disorientated during busy feeding times and requires our penguin's calmness. And there we go. So the guide penguin. Senior penguin keeper Natalie Marshall said, "We didn't expect Penguin and Squid to form such a close bond, and it's evident that the penguin's resilience significantly influenced Squid's self-assurance." There we go, and that'll do for today. I doubt if there's anybody in. Let's have a look. 8 people in. That's pretty good. Andrew's in. He said, "I'm in. Good day to you." Indeed, good day. Good day to one and all. He says it's like Gordon Ramsay's in the house. Indeed. Simon's in. He says, "How goes it? It's still going." And Renee says, "Good afternoon. When you read this, I'm off to physiotherapy. See you tonight." Indeed, there was a live stream tonight, hopefully. Victor says, "Door cams are common." Yeah, but not pointing in. If you're talking about the hotels or Airbnbs having internal cameras, if you're talking about the woman, I don't know what you're referring to. But Andrew says, "How much do you want for your services?" "Oh, I'll do it for free." And dog cam, yeah, we can do dog cam because she is there. She is available. Dog cam is available. Here we go. There is some dog cam. There we go. There we go. Dog cam. Simon says, "Watch out for those anti-telegraph pole arm folders." Indeed. Simon says, "Pancakes or waffles?" Well, it's Shrove Tuesdays. Pancakes. Andrew says, "See you tonight." Indeed. And Sano likes the penguin story. Good. So do I. I think it's good. Sometimes we all need a little help. And it's good when you've got a dedicated penguin beside you. I think that's the moral of the story. We all need a penguin with us. That was the news. It's more about pancakes than anything else. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I'm killing the channel very slowly, one video at a time. You know, you've got to drink it out. Ta-ta.